All right, here we are in a new location, living in the middle of Thailand somewhere. I don't remember the province, but visiting family out here. My dad moved out here a little while ago. I guess that's what you do when you retire. You get tired of the city life and you want to have a remote village life. So I'm out here walking Nidra, keeping the camera away. That way it's easier to see what's around. That way you guys don't have to see my Ugg mug. But this village is big on rice and sugarcane. So I believe this one's a rice field. They already did the rice harvesting. And then there's sugarcane fields around. And we just passed a couple cows. But it's a small village. I think on this street there might be 7, maybe 8 houses. They're down that way. I'm just walking Nidra. So maybe when I come back around, I'll have another clip to show you guys. But she stopped to smell the roses and eat some grass apparently. So I'll show you the next clip. You can see it is just open farmland. So that is the way of life out here. This is, yeah, definitely what you would call a village. They have, in a town, they have a Macros and like a Tesco. So basically like a small convenience store, grocery store style. It's about a 15-minute drive from here. So that's the closest quote unquote town. It is definitely not a large town. But yeah, you can see whatever these crops were. I believe that was sugarcane and they already pulled it. And then I believe the ones with the little leaves coming out the top is the rice. But don't quote me. I do not aspire to get crypto rich and retire on a farm. My idea of retirement will be in a city somewhere, not in the heart of the city, but close enough to things that are convenient and Western amenities. You know, I like to be able to go to the movie theater, go to a nice restaurant, order food from various places. So I like all those conveniences. So my idea of retirement is probably like a condo or something to that effect. My dad, he grew up as a small kid. He was on a farm, so he always wanted to get back to it. And he found his opportunity out here. So can't knock him for that. But there's a couple other small houses along the way. So I'll be turning and going down there. But as you can see, basically it is nothing but green acres. So I'll show you guys the last clip where there's some cows. They even got 2 turkeys and some chickens that are in some of the neighbor yards. My dad doesn't have any of that, but across the street, yeah, turkeys and chickens. And I believe there's a pig farmer somewhere. So if you want fresh meat, they got pig and beef. So this would be an ideal spot for Nidra. She'd be able to eat all the fresh meat she can get her hands on, her feet on, paws on. Yep, here's one of the smaller houses up here. So, and one of the dogs. Apparently probably not Nidra's friend just yet. But yeah, you are literally living in the village. So some of them still have the metal shacks, roofs and stuff. And then some of them have built like the concrete up. My dad built a concrete house. He wasn't trying to live in a metal shack anywhere. But, so that puts him in like the rich upper class in the area compared to what else is around. But see some tractors, and I think over here is where I saw the turkeys or the chickens. I'm trying to remember. I know I saw a cow earlier too, but I don't see them now. Yeah, I saw some turkeys and chickens over there. But anywho, this is gonna be where I'll be hanging out for the next, I don't know, 3 to 4 weeks. Haven't decided yet how long I'll stay, but This is how you stay humble and stack SATS. So hanging out here on my transition back to US before I head to South America, and then I just get to save more money out here, and things are definitely cheaper. Then I don't have rent, and food is cheaper, and I don't have any of the other expenses living in the city. So this is one way to cut your expenses back. Obviously, if you got some family or something living out in the rural parts of different areas in the globe, you can definitely make decent cost savings that way. All right, guys, that's all I got. That's my update from the rural villages of Thailand. I will catch you guys later.